I was taking so many notes, listening to all of those testimonies. I cannot imagine. This has got to be quite embarrassing for you. This speaks to the leadership. And I can talk about all of the dogs that went out to these training facilities, and additional money was asked of the taxpayers, and the dogs only came back to be killed at the shelter anyway. Yes, there's bullying. I've been talking about it for over 2 years now within the program. Sometimes when things affect you personally, it really knocks it into you, like my visit to the shelter today, where I was bullied. You know, but then again, it shouldn't surprise anyone, because if there are volunteers bullying staff, they would stop at nothing to bully anyone. That program needs to get in check. No one in any industry, public, private, should ever tolerate bullying. And as far as what Ms. Guerra said and what I've been saying and what I've been pleading to include in that investigation is illegal behavior. Illegal behavior. Starting with the director, who is sending out animals before their 5-day hold. The ISLIP director was removed. He should be removed during this investigation. He's an embarrassment. And what's going on at that shelter, there is no need for it to continue one more day. And I look to you, Supervisor, because I'm thinking to myself, when Ms. Thomas said she's leaving that program, you should be doing everything in your power to convince her to stay in that program until you can sift out and figure out and fix these problems. As far as the dog Duffy, yes, I was elated myself in the attention that you gave him. There are many, many dogs. And I understand this person now wants to take it to another extent into the private sector and ask the public for more money. I understand that, but that's one dog. There are 130 dogs at the town of Hempstead that need that kind of publicity. And let's not forget, not one person here has mentioned the cats. And there is a cat that by the name of Chad that someone got the information to me, of course, afraid of being retaliated and bullied by not only the director, but now certain volunteers, and said that this cat was the duplicate of the case of Duffy. And this cat was ill, and the cat needed a hospice situation. So an employee begged, had a reputable home for this cat to go in, but the veterinary denied the release of the cat. And days later, the cat died in the cage. Something needs to be done. And what I really always want to bring it back to is this investigation. How important it is. Mr. Ra, if you suspect illegal behavior and they're moving animals, shame on that nothing is being done. Because the first thing you should be doing is picking up the phone to the district attorney. I've already asked you, please look at the history, the deleted history of the Facebook page. You could probably find every allegation within that page. And we're waiting, and we're waiting, and we're holding on to hope and faith and acknowledge what the supervisor has done and realize it's never been done before. But this has got to stop. You need good leadership. You need a humane director of integrity that supports the code of conduct for everyone, not just some, where people aren't punished and bullied and retaliated against, and you have staff that are living like prisoners. Because if this board is going to tolerate that, I promise you, we advocate for animals. How do you think we feel about people? I am not going to stand here and listen to what I have been listening to, the pleas and the tears and the heartaches on not just the part of the staff, but the animals. Something needs to be done.